A third thing that's changed a lot in businesses over the past 5 to 10 years is the way that companies can share not only data, but insights. The internet and information technology is uniquely well designed for this kinds of sharing. In fact, the original purpose of the World Wide Web that Tim Berners-Lee invented was to get scientists to be able to share their experimental results more easily at CERN in Switzerland. Today, companies are using the web and related technologies to share innovations and business insights inside the company much more rapidly. This has dramatically sped up the way that a good idea can propagate to the rest of the company. One good example of this is what I saw at Cisco, where the central IS department did not support Macintosh computers. However, they have about 10,000 users of Macs. So what did the users do? Well, they set up their own wiki internally, and they shared tips and tricks on how to install new software into their Macs. In particular, one example that I remember was they shared advice on how to set up printers. They had Linux printers throughout Cisco, and the Mac Wiki allowed them to have their Macintosh computers work with those Linux printers. This spontaneous creation of a wiki was a good example of how not just big innovations, but even little innovations, like using a printer more effectively, can be easily shared through the infrastructure that the web enables. Although we often think of grand innovations like the invention of the light bulb as what's driving economic growth, it's important to understand that equally important, perhaps more important, are the 1,001 small innovations that regular business managers, line workers do every day at their jobs. And if we can find a more effective way of sharing those micro innovations with one another so that each person doesn't have to reinvent the wheel or reinvent the printer routine, then we're much more likely to be able to get a faster, more steady pace of economic growth and improve competitive advantage for the companies that make that easy.